You're going to meet another extraordinary woman right now, a woman who has been a singer, a dancer, an actress, screenwriter, editor, lecturer, author. This latest book, The Heart of a Woman, is her fourth in her series of best-selling autobiographies. Welcome this remarkable woman, would you? Maya Angelou. Maya? Hello, Maya.
Oh, my dear.
I know. I've missed you.
You're looking grand.
I feel grand, and you look like royalty. Huh?
Well, there may be that in it.
Right.
Actually. We can't tell. I mean...
Where have you been? Why have you stayed away from me for so long?
Oh, not from you. You're in my heart. I've been in Winston-Salem, North Carolina. I've
What's
moved there.
Are you there living there?
Well...
You just left Northern California like that?
Yes. Well, not like that. My heart is still in the highlands dancing with the deer. But I've been appointed to the Reynolds Chair at Wake Forest University.
Isn't that...
And it's a
Call
lifetime.
me grand. You're grand, huh?
It's a lifetime appointment, which means that even if I become senile, they still will pay me.
Oh, good.
You can't beat it.
Do you feel it coming on?
Maybe.
That's why you're wearing a tight hat, right?
It's really very wonderful. I mean, to have that kind of security.
Yeah.
You know, it means that I'm allowed to think, which is wonderful.
I know.
It's I mean, to try to.
Yes.
You know, the luxury of that is sweet.
You haven't had that luxury most of your life?
Well, I've been obliged to be clever, to dance quickly,
Right.
to edge walk, to have the luxury of sitting back and really mulling over the problems of East Indian nose flutes or thermonuclear propulsion or...
What do you find disturbing these days?
Oh, my dear.
Huh?
Oh, our country disturbs me a great deal these days.
How so?
Well, there were, for me, now, this is my deduction, there were exquisite programs begun in the early 30s, which involved looking at and admitting that there were working class people who were unemployed. There were the aged who were considered, the blacks, Hispanics, Native Americans, Asians, the very poor whites in the Carolinas and Virginias and in other parts of the country. There was consideration for the children and the handicapped. And within the last year, we see a pulling away from those concerns by an administration which frightens me. It frightens me. It truly concerns me, Mervyn.
They call that era, though, the Great Giveaway.
Ah, my dear,
That
but...
took away incentive for people to get out and do something with their lives.
However, out of that era came the spirit to win World War II.
Right.
Out of that era came the spirit to oppose one of the most vicious conditions we have seen in this century, which was Nazism and the killing off of millions of Jews and Gypsies and poor Polish people, etc. Out of that era came a spirit of unity.
A war.
Out of the era of the 30s came the spirit to join the war with a positive attitude as one people, so that the poor and the well-off and the whites and blacks and the Asians, everybody went to save the world for peace, to make it a better country, more than it is today, which is these yet-to-be United States. Not to cast any aspersions. Now, you asked me one question, right?
Yeah. That's one long answer.
I know.
No, it's good, Maya. Are you a compassionate woman at this part of your life?
My dear, of course.
Because you've known the desperate and the seamy side of life, and you've known the luxuries of life and great success.
Well, I agree with John Donne,
Who said?
a 16th century poet who said, "The death of every human being diminishes me." He also said, "Ask not for whom the bell tolls." And this was in an era when people used to ring the cathedral bells each time there was a funeral. And anyone who wasn't dead would stick her or his head out of the window and ask, who is that for? John Donne said, "Ask not for whom the bell tolls, it tolls for thee. It is you." Now, I believe that. So that is my answer to your question, am I compassionate? There was another statement made by Terence in 154 BC. The statement is, "Homo sum, humani nihil a me alienum puto." I am a human being. Nothing human can be alien to me. Now, it's interesting that in the encyclopedia, when you read Terence in any dictionary, Terence with one R, in italics it is Terentius Afer, Terence of Africa. He was a black man, slave, sold to a Roman senator. He was freed by that senator and became the most popular playwright in Rome in 150 BC. And he said, "I am a human being. Nothing human can be alien to me." So that's my answer to, am I compassionate?